All right, cool. Let me hit this thing. Cool.
Bob Dylan said one time, he said to me, Bobby D said, you know, sometime life is a drag, sometime life is a bust, but we all got to do what we must. We got to keep on, keeping on, baby.
Prepare to be astonished.
We all need to laugh.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a lift.
I'm ready.
What up, world? Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast, episode 142. It's your boy, Fillie.
Grandmaster B.
Hollywood apple snatch.
Chi-Chi.
And Miguel.
Yeah.
Struggling.
That was back in the day. Struggling.
Pickled, man.
I love
I was
it.
thinking eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Trying to throw that rotation off, man.
It would make sense to go just around the table,
Yeah,
but you know.
it's all right.
Yeah.
Throw a loop in it.
That's all right. Yeah, we're all good. So, well, we'll start with you, pickled ass boy.
Yeah. What you got, man?
Boy's mine, pickled.
Your boy mine.
Slightly pickled.
How you been, brother? It's good to see you.
Doing
Yeah,
good,
good to see
man.
you.
Sad summer's almost over. Hopefully
Yeah.
we get a little Indian summer. Some
Yes.
nice weather for September, and we got football around the corner.
Yeah, baby.
That's what it's all about
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Tomorrow night.
Ready.
As you can see, we're all bricked up in our Lions gear, ready to go. This is
yeah.
the NFL 2024 kickoff show. So we'll just spin it around real quick with the check-in. Cheech, how you doing?
I'm doing good. For 1 second, I thought you were going to say medulla.
Medulla.
I'm doing good, man. Back to work. After my little brain fart last week, I didn't know I had vacation time, but weather's a little cooler. It's nice, and football's in the air, man. This town is jacked up.
Yes. Some would say the weather's a little crisp.
Crisp. Yep. Very crisp.
With that being said and whatnot, I want to have you. Hollywood, how you been, man?
Good, man. Not bad, man. Getting it all together, and I'm excited about this football coming up, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Tomorrow. We're 24 hours away from the
Just the
kickoff.
weather, the weather changing, and just it's football.
Yeah.
We've been waiting.
You don't say.
You don't say.
Grandmaster B, how's your week, man?
Good. I'm waiting for it and ready for it, Philly. I'm ready.
Are
We
you
got
bricked
our
up?
jerseys on. Everybody's in, we're feeling good. We look like half the team here right now. I'm about to be at center. Yeah. How about you, man? You doing all
taking
right?
them snaps, you know.
I'm such an easy target.
It's all good. Yeah,
doing all right?
week's been good, man. Staying busy as always. I'm bricked up. 4 fantasy drafts done, complete, ready to
wow.
go. I think Mike's probably got me beat. You say you're at 6?
Yeah, six.
How you guys do it?
Too many. It's
Man.
tough, but it's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Keeps you on the toes for the season. A lot of shit to root for and stuff like that, so it's fun.
Now, do you do survival leagues too?
No, I haven't done that, but I do want to do like a pick'em kind of thing to where I see they do like the pick'em challenges and stuff like that. So I think that'd be something cool to.
Yeah, it's kind of
do.
fun because like there's some where you get 3 strikes throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
There's some that are one and done.
Yeah.
And you put up $100, you lose 1 game, you're done.
Oh, I know.
But you make it to the end, it's a nice chunk of change.
Yep.
So, as always, brought to you by 24th Street Pizza, the St. Clair Shores Green Hornets, Dakota Heat Hot Sauce. Remember to hit that 515 promo code. My Uncle's Auto Repair in Mount Clemens, Eli's Eats in the Streets. Visit him at eliseats.com and Rubio's Power Solutions. So with that being said, boys, we're going to kick it around. We're going to grade the Detroit Lions roster.
Let's go.
Position by position.
Position.
So let's start at the helm, right? The quarterback position, we got our boy Jared Goff, the starter. And big news, kinda, is Hendon Hooker was chosen as the backup over your boy Sudfield. So, Cheech, we'll start down there with you and just kick it around. What is your grade for the quarterback position?
Jared Goff, a B+. All because we'll see how he does this year. Good quarterback, pocket quarterback, and He had a great season last year, and if he keeps it going, man, I think that's going to be one of the big reasons if they move on to the playoffs and the ultimate goal, man, the Super Bowl.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? We're talking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now the expectation is that we get there.
It's there.
It's unbelievable.
It's
crazy.
there.
It's a breath of fresh air. Grit. Hollywood, what do you think? So Cheech got him at a B+.
I got him at A-. And the reason why is because, like, go off what Cheech was saying, he's a pocket quarterback. But you know the dynamics, what they're doing with Hooker. And I like the position that we're in with him. And having him as the number 2, learning on site after, your number 1 quarterback, Goff, of course. But to see Goff set some records this year in the air by forming that team around him being a pocket, quarterback with not only that, with you got one of the best linemen in the league, that front line. So they worked everything around just for him. So with this guy, and like I said, Dudfeld, glad he's gone, dude.
Dudfeld.
Having Hooker, knowing that if you go down, he may come in and struggle a little bit, but there's
He's got a lot of upside.
A lot of upside to that kid.
It really does.
So the future looks bright. So I'm going to say A-.
Okay.
Yes.
B+ and A-. High grade so far. So
We got to look at it because they got that offensive line is strong. Plus, look at all their receivers are just top notch, man.
Yes, sir. All right, Miguel, what do you think? Quarterback position.
Quarterback position. I'm just going. I mean, the team's molded around Goff. It's an A+. I mean, I like it. They got the offense around him. You got Ben Johnson. You got the O-line. You don't need 3 top wide receivers for Jared Goff to be good. The dude just gets the ball to these guys in the space. The running backs do their things and open up the game for him. And then, hey, a couple long balls here and there. Dudes makes completions over the middle time and time again. I mean, this team is meant for Jared Goff, basically. So,
isn't it crazy? Like he
point.
doesn't throw like the prettiest ball, but he's very accurate.
He's accurate. He gets,
Yes.
Gets where it needs to be.
hits him in the chest, man.
Yep.
So, yeah, nothing wrong there.
All right, that's very high praise. I like it. Grandmaster B, what do you think?
I'm going to put him at a B+. I still feel there's room for improvement for him. No, I'm with you. I mean, he's a pocket quarterback. I think his mobility is something to be desired. I mean, he doesn't get to the outside. He's not that type of quarterback. And you're right. I've seen him throw some pretty shitty passes. But they manage to get there most of the time. But I mean, he's B+, A-, but he's one of the better quarterbacks.
So you're teetering there.
I'm teetering, but I'm going to stick with a B+. I always feel there's that room for improvement.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go solid A. The plus is Pat Mahomes, right? But there's that group in the A where Jared Goff's been to the Super Bowl. He's been deep in the playoffs multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's a winner, and I just love his comeback story.
Yeah.
That's a guy that plays week in and week out with a chip on his shoulder and just gets the job done. And you see this team and the city just rallying around him. And I think he thrives off that. Yeah. And you look at his numbers the last 3 years, it's comparable to Pat Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
I know he can't do the razzle-dazzle behind the back.
Yeah.
He can't run, like that. But you really don't have to. It's a nice luxury to have, don't get me wrong. But these guys are like unicorns. Mahomes, Allen, Hurts. These guys are built like brick shithouses. Goff's you're a traditional stand-up pocket passing quarterback, right? So, but they've shown between Campbell and Ben Johnson, surround him with weapons, you can win. And I thoroughly believe that. So solid A for me, man. So moving on to the running back position. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Craig Reynolds, and the rookies Simone Vaki, who seems like a very dynamic player. I mean, if these guys stay healthy, Cheech, what do you think?
A all the way. They're they've all got the one season in, the rookies, and Montgomery's strong. He's tough. Gibbs, he's got nothing but upside.
I agree.
All of them do. And you play the passing game with the running game, and then sometimes like these guys, they're quick out, hit them, boom, man, they turn up field. So it's only gonna get better.
Now, do you see
but
Gibbs
stay
getting,
healthy?
Does Gibbs get a bigger workload this year?
Yes, I do. I believe that. I think Montgomery is going to be used a little bit less than he was, but he's older too, so that's probably good for him.
I like it. Hollywood, what do you think, man?
I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. I think they got the best trio of running backs in the league. Signing Vodka.
Vodka.
That's his name. I call him Vodka.
I'll take one.
Yes. That guy is something else, man. He is unbelievable.
He's a freak.
When I seen that dude run and that mask come off his face, who in the hell is this? It was him.
Yeah.
And that guy just had that stone look. Like, he wanted to continue. And with Gibbs in his second year coming up, and the workload's going to be on him, taking some of the workload off Montgomery. Montgomery's going to be that powerhouse.
Yeah.
That smash mouth to get him within the 5. And they can surprise you.
Yeah.
They come with Gibbs. They can come with Vodka. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
That chaser.
But here's another guy and another one, which his upside is that damn Jefferson, man.
Yeah.
I like that kid too. So you got 4 great running backs, and they can all catch.
He's on the practice squad, I believe.
Yes.
Jefferson.
Yes.
But I like him too.
Yes.
But Craig Reynolds, man.
He's a tank.
Yeah, but I just don't think Craig Reynolds is above him, man. Not watching what I see.
Special
You
team
got to
player,
think
too.
pass protection. That's a huge thing
Yeah.
in the NFL. I think that's why Gibbs didn't play a ton his rookie season because you have to know when to pick up blocks. When you're in 60, when you're in 50, all those kinds of things. So
Yeah.
I like Craig though. Like that block he threw for St. Brown in Tampa last year. Those are the things that don't stand out all the time.
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
needs to get
You're
more
right.
credit
You're right.
for it,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think, I mean, like I say, I think the running back core is in and out, man. Giving these guys breathers, and they're not going to miss a beat.
100%. Love it. Miguel, what do you think, man?
I'm going A. I mean, it's pretty simple. Just what these guys are saying. Just to touch on it. I mean, you got a lightning thunder combination in there.
Yes.
I think you see Gibbs get out of the backfield a little bit more, get a little bit more comfortable. Maybe get him in the slot, work him out in some wheel routes and stuff like that last year. I mean, he was a pretty good. He had sure hands in college and stuff, but you seen him drop some balls last year too. And I mean, that's that rookie kind of thing. You drop a couple passes, some nerves and stuff like that, turning upfield before you're catching the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see him going 60, 70 catches this year. Being a dynamic kind of like that, almost like a slot guy. So, no, I definitely like what we got going on there, and it's just that ground and pound mentality. I mean, the run sets up the pass, and vice versa for them. I mean, they're not afraid to run the ball 6 straight times down your throat. And hey, we're just going to go down the field, run the football, then we'll throw a little play action, touchdown to Laporta, done. So
love it, man. Love it. GMB.
I got to go an A. That's one of the best backfields in all of football.
For sure.
You got those 3 guys right there. You got that goal line guy with Montgomery. He's your go-to. That's your powerhouse right there.
Yep.
Gibbs going to get you them yards on the outside. Let him do his thing. He's going to have a big year this year.
I agree.
I'm going solid A.
I'm with you guys for all the things that you've named. And I like the fact that they hung on to Craig for all the reasons I listed. And I think this Sion Vaki guy is going to play a pivotal role, almost like a Raymond. Yeah. We're going to get into receivers next, but that Swiss Army knife that can kind of do it all,
He can sing, too.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You can sing, too.
What is his real last name? It's not Vodka. What was it?
Vaki.
Vaki.
That's why I call him Vodka.
Vaki.
Who are you?
There you go.
There you go.
All right, so wide receiver room, they only hung on to 4 wideouts. So you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, Khalif Raymond, Isaiah Williams, which is a surprise, and then Jamison Williams.
I like that Williams kid from Illinois.
I like him too.
Yeah.
Solid.
He stood out in preseason. He made a lasting impression with the coaches. So, Cheech, what do you think, Braz?
A.
Really?
Again, oh yeah. That's strong. That's a good group, Plus you got Laporta, tight end.
Well, that doesn't count. We're talking.
No.
wide
I'm just
receivers.
saying that's going to help out.
Yeah.
All the receivers too. But
he's like a receiver.
And
gets a lot of touches.
And these guys got 1 year under their belt now, and they got the same quarterback, and they're all buying in. Man, it's a. I think they're going to win 12 easy.
Okay, Hollywood, what do you think? Wide receiver room.
I had him at like a B, and the reason why I said that because until they went out and got Allen Robinson, the big man. that pushed me up to a solid B plus.
Okay.
I like that. With that addition, he may not come right out, but you remember what he used to do to us back in the day in Chicago, man.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was just lethal. Them hands and everything. And I think that can still come back because I believe he's under 30, right?
I want to say he's around 30.
Yeah, he's still young.
Yeah.
So he's still got, maybe a good 6-7 years left in him, which I don't think they'll all be with Detroit. But with that core, Jamo's going to be the biggest one to see. We already know what Brown's got. Laporta talking with the tight ends, mixing up. That's our new Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
And Khalid Raymond, I like him. I don't know. I just don't think he's top, but he does the dirty work. I really want to see that Isaiah Williams kid. That's the guy I think that can really shine. And be like, damn, here's another one in the rough we pulled out.
Yeah, it's like
so that's going to be the dark horse, you think?
I think so.
Yeah,
that kid's that.
Hollywood brings him in, man.
Yes.
I got that in my notes.
I like that kid.
I feel this kid's a sleeper.
Yeah. So that would push me up to a B plus with that signing and having him on there. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Miguel, what do you think? Wide receiver corps.
Not as high as these guys are. I'm like a B minus. Honestly, I just feel like the team, they kind of just go and do what they do with what they have, kind of thing. So I feel like Goff and Ben Johnson makes everyone a little bit better than what they are because of the play calling, how they run the offense, the schemes, all that kind of stuff. But I just wish they would maybe go out and do a little something more, I know you got JMO in the first round, but maybe get a developmental guy in the second or third round. We're drafting Manu and we're drafting Broderick Martins in the third round. Take a shot in the dark at a wide receiver, a big body guy who's maybe a 6'4", 220, and try to develop him on the outside. I feel like that's maybe one of Brad Holmes' maybe, I don't know, weak spots maybe with the drafting, that middle round guy. Go get me somebody that we can develop. But you got Amon-Ra. I think JMO's going to be due for a bigger year. Isaiah Williams could be that guy that claws out, and hey, he's going to be a bright star. And Khalif does everything from punt returns, kick returns, playing special teams and stuff like that. So,
yep.
B minus. I think it's solid, but they could use a big body guy
for sure. No, I feel that. B, what do you think?
I'm going with a solid B. I'm with Hollywood. Does number 9, Jamison Williams, go out and have a great season, or does this rookie from Illinois kind of take his limelight? Because this is year number 3 for JMO, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think this is a make or break year for him, or else he becomes a possible trade bait.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that they have some nice backups there, and to Cheech's point, having that big tight end, that really is like having a receiver.
Yeah.
You're going to give him an A if you're just judging on tight end right now, because Laporte is a beast.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of weaponry. Goff's got a lot of players he could throw to, but I really feel this is the big year for JMO. He has to do it. Yeah. This is going to be, he may crest close to 1,000 yards this year, but he's going to be a big part of this offense. And I think because so many people are going to key on St. Brown for who he is, he's rated one of the top receivers in all of football right now. So all eyes are going to be on him when they're defending this guy. So they're going to slip this kid in there. And Williams, we know he's got speed.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm going to say a solid B. They can easily go from a B to an A, or they can go from a B to a C. We'll see how it plays out. There's a lot of expectations with this team on offense, and it's not just that running back situation. We got some stud receivers.
I'm actually probably going to go lowest of everybody and go C+. I think you got a bona fide 1 in St. Brown. JMO, his upside could be an A+, right? But we haven't seen enough yet. So low side C+, because he's right now he'll take a reverse to the house or catch a deep ball, but that's once a game. Sometimes that's all you need, but I don't think he's in there as a solid number 2 yet until he proves it this year, and he's got to prove it this year. And I think even though Josh Reynolds shit the bed in that Frisco game, in the championship game, that guy was unbelievable throughout the season. Third down after third down, big catch after big catch, he was solid. And that was Goff's guy. Now you don't have that. And Khalif is great as a slot receiver. And more to come with this Isaiah Williams, but again, I got to see it. So I think we took a little step back, but potentially could be so much better. So it falls on the hands of JMO. It really does.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting a big year. All right, so over to tight end. Of course, you got Sam Laporta, excellent rookie season. Brock Wright is back, who the Niners tried to pick up, and we said, no, not so fast. And then Parker Reese, or Hesse? Hennessy?
Never.
There you go. Hennessy.
We got vodka
He played
and
with that
Hennessy.
vodka guy.
Damn you.
I agree.
So Laporta, Wright, and Hesse. What do you think, Chi?
Tight end's probably a B.
Okay.
Laporta's coming off that injury, and these other guys, it's all in how they work this offense. How do you work these guys in? Because sometimes they got backs coming out, catching passes, receivers, but you got to trust in Ben Johnson, and the fact that all these guys stayed here because they all got head coaching offers, so.
Yeah, it's huge.
I'm going to give him a B.
Okay, solid B. I like it. Hollywood?
I'm going to go with an A. And the reason why, anytime, if you've seen Zylstra play, I think it's Zylstra. That kid was good, man.
Yeah.
And for him not to make the team and this Hennessy make it, we already know what Brock Wright brings. And that's you having Laporte on one end or double tight ends together. It's a wrecking crew.
Don't you see Dan Campbell sees a little bit of himself in Brock Wright?
Oh, yes. Yeah, there ain't no doubt.
Yes.
And the guy can catch. And the guy's got hands, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I watched this Hennessy guy play, and they got something good, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got three good, I'm not going to say he's Laporta type.
Right.
Laporta's Laporta. But Brock is a step above him.
Yeah.
And this kid's good.
Grip.
So, blocking too, man. So that's key.
Yeah.
So I give it A in that tight end spot.
Okay. Very high in the tight ends. Greer, what do you think, Brez?
Simple and plain. It's an A when you got the best tight end in football. There's not much more to it. You got Sam Laporta, tight end one, Brock Wright on the other end, who could probably be a starter on probably just about every other team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
he could.
and then Hennessy, didn't really watch much of him or anything like that, but you got him over Shane Zylstra, who Zylstra played some games and stuff like that the past couple years and stuff like that. So I just think core's good. You got Laporta, the dude's only going to get better. He's going to be the next Travis Kelce of the NFL.
Yeah.
He had the 8 touchdowns at one time, him and Brock.
Yeah.
They were both fighting,
Yeah. Simple and plain. He's going to be
Just
best
the
tight end
fact
in
that we
football.
have Hennessy in Detroit.
And vodka,
That's
man.
awesome.
And vodka.
Hennessy
We got
and
vodka, Captain Morgan. We got them all, man.
I think it's Hesse or Hess. I don't know which one. I'm
Hennessy.
sorry, buddy. I really don't know. But
It's Hennessy.
GMB, what do you think, Brez?
I'm going A. I'm sticking to it. I got to agree with my man over here. A, they got a great tight end core. That's a luxury position. Not every team has a good tight end.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have what we have, and I think our backups aren't that bad either. So I'm going to give it a solid A.
Okay. I'm going B+, just because I want to be able to see it again. I want to be able to see Laporta do it again. They always talk about this sophomore slump. And Brock Wright is really good, but I think, your A's or, it's your Kelsey, your Kittle, do it for a good length of time and be able to prove it year in and year out. But
That's
the
true.
potential, again, is to be the best we've ever seen, I think, because this kid is phenomenal. So I just have to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little jaded. I don't know, from all the years of Lion fandom. I don't know, but just trying to keep it a buck and try to, keep them going, and reach for more. Now you want to talk an A. Let's talk offensive line. Taylor Decker, Dan Skipper, Manu the rookie, Graham Glasgow, Owaska, Ragnow, Neese,
What's good about it?
Zietler, Sewell, and Sorsdahl. I'll start this one off because this is the best line in football.
You're bricked right now, aren't
I'm
you?
bricked
You
up.
want to talk
As
linemen.
a
Anybody
football
wants to
coach-
talk linemen, I'm all ears, man.
Hey, man.
That's where it
As
all
a football
happens.
coach, it all starts up front in the trenches. It's what it's all about. If you can run the ball, control the clock, you're going to win a lot of football games. And you see the difference since they invested in the offensive line. This team's changed tenfold. So I think it's A+ all day. JB, let's kick it back this way.
Daddy liked that pick. I'm definitely giving that a solid A. That line is one of the best in all of football, believe
doubt.
it. And the reason why we are as good as we are up front is because of what you just said. It's all about with that front line. Think of the great teams of the past, the Dallas Cowboys. Dynasty in the 90s. Great lineman. Washington Redskins. All these teams that won Super Bowls always had a core of linemen up front that made it happen. Easy. Would you agree with that? All right.
100%.
We got it. Well, I'm going to catch you by surprise a couple times today, Ease. Don't you worry about that, dog.
He's paid attention.
I'm gonna get. No, he's playing Candy Crush, bro. Come on, Easy.
He's like, oh, grade my Broncos, please.
What can I get you there?
All right, Greer, over to you.
A+ easy.
Yes, sir.
Not much to it, honestly. So
Yeah, enough said, right?
yeah, enough said. Literally.
Love it. Apple Snatch.
Yeah, I'm going to say it A. I'm going to give them an A. I still think they're number 2 behind 49ers front line. But they could surpass that this year. That the sign of Zeter and that Manu guy, I watched that kid just take someone and move him out of the way and drive him. I mean, he's a mammoth. It's still in progress. Still in work progress.
Yeah.
This guy's a rookie, man. He ain't even supposed to be, in the development of his, they kept watching him over and over, taking his stance in the pass blocking, in the rush, and he's just unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
So I believe that's a diamond in the rough with that guy, 6'8". Like I say, I believe they'll go through the 49ers this year, and that line will show why they take over number 1.
Wouldn't you believe this is the best depth we've had?
No doubt.
You got five
No
across.
doubt.
You got studs across the board.
No
And now
doubt.
you got guys that can step in on a short-term basis
doubt.
and still not miss a beat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, Cheech, what do you got, man?
A+. I mean, there's nothing else to even
Add to it.
negotiate about.
For sure.
They're strong.
I love it, man. So let's switch sides. Go to defensive side. So defensive line, newly acquired Marcus Davenport. Josh Pascal is back. Unfortunately, John Kaminsky's out for the season. I was really looking forward to him being back. Aleem McNeil, who's in a contract year. I think he's going to have a big year. DJ Reader, the big acquisition from Cincinnati. Levi Onwuzurike. Onwuzurike, my bad. Mekhi Wingo, obviously Aiden Hutchinson, and James Houston, who was on the chopping block because he's kind of a luxury pass rusher type cat. Now he's back, hopefully healthy. If these guys stay healthy, it could be a problem. I'm going to go solid B+. I mean, I think they're loaded. They got great depth with a potential to be a freaking A+. But got to stay healthy, got to get to the quarterback, man.
What year is this for Hutch?
Three.
Third year? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's bona fide. He's a stud, man.
Those
You know?
guys take that next step is like that year 3 kind of jump
Yeah,
up for those
for
guys.
sure. Because, second year, for some, it could be that sophomore slump like I talked about. But for Hutch, he actually got better his second year.
Yeah.
So,
And he looks good.
Yeah.
Hutch looks like he's in better shape than he was last year.
He's double, triple teamed on every play, pretty much.
yeah.
But don't you feel like his physique, everything
yeah.
about him this year looks so good?
You like him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about him at night.
He's hard.
No, he's maturing to that NFL player that you're hoping for.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a force.
So what's your grade on him?
I'm going to give that line. I'm going to give the defensive line a B.
Okay.
I still think there's room for improvement there. I don't think we necessarily, outside of like you mentioned, Hutchinson being double, triple team. That should have freed up some other people last year, and I still feel like we didn't have quite that penetration that we needed to get to that elite caliber of defensive line that we're looking for. I mean, we just talked about grading A on quarterbacks for the most part, running backs, tight ends, offensive line. I still feel this is where their opportunity is going to be in the linebacker core still, a little bit there, and that up front line. They need another big man to get the pass rush.
Just got to work on that penetration.
It's all about penetration, man.
It's all about
That's
it,
what
man.
it is right there.
Got to get in there.
Yes. I set myself up for that one, Philly. What you got?
I'm going to go B, I think.
Talking that fucking mic, would you?
Go B. Is that better?
I'll move this fucking piece of shit out of here.
Is that better?
Yeah, just move into that
I think he
thing.
wants to hold it for you, Greer.
Yeah, dude.
I think you like you're eating a popsicle.
You can actually
or
pick
something.
that thing out, too.
Sit on his lap. Why don't you just share the other mic?
Yeah. Might be a better idea.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's a B. I think you got some high upside guys with Davenport. It's kind of like he had 1-2 good years. So show me that you can do it again. Onwuzurike, show me that you can stay healthy for a year.
Yeah.
like those kind of guys. Like Houston, show me that you can get to the quarterback, and it wasn't a fluke for just that 1 year. So I just feel like you got a lot of prove-it guys out there. Pascal, high upside, second-round pick, kind of can flex in and out. So it's like you could see that potential go up to an A, or you could see it kind of creep down if you get an injury or something like that. I feel like mid-season, I think they make a move for a veteran, maybe someone who's on the trade block, a team that might have not done so well and performed. They're going to reach out and they're going to try to get some help on that D-line, I think, for the middle of the season.
For sure. Love it. Hollywood, what do you think, man?
I'm going to say it B, and I'm going to go on some of the lines what these guys said. I got to see how Pascal contributes to it. Reader, I'm not worried about, but I want to see his dominance. Davenport too, and the push. The key with some of these guys, you want to see Wingo. I want to see what he does. What dominance to like he was saying. You could go from a B to maybe a C plus, or you can jump up to an A.
Yeah.
Let's show that fire. Let's show that push. Where you just push of dominance of defense, swarming that quarterback.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where this guy goes into one person, runs into another. He's got that. That's what I want to see. Even McNeil too.
Right.
3 years he's been. 4 years now.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing out of his mind this year, contract year.
But with Reader,
that's a good point.
Reader's a beast, man.
Yep. Even coming off injury, I think that dude's a stud.
Yeah.
He's an NFL D lineman, and that's only going to help. I definitely think we upgraded.
Yeah, Reader kind of reminds me of Sean Rodgers a little bit. Big boy in the middle, light on his feet, plug the middle, also get to the quarterback at the same time. Dude's just a monster.
100%. That's a great comparison. Cheech, what do you think? What's your grade?
B plus. Davenport needs to show why he belongs there, but Hutch and the rest of those guys, man, it's gonna be fun.
It is. All right, so moving back to the linebacking corps, we got Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, Malcolm Rodriguez, Derek Barnes, Jalen Reeves-Maben, and Ben Neiman. Man, this group, I just think, again, has so much potential. They're running it back with the same people. I think you're adding Neiman as a special teams depth guy. Until I see more, I'm gonna go C plus, man. I think Anzalone has really earned his money.
Yeah.
Even Derek Barnes has come up in big plays. Rodriguez too, even in the playoff game. But you saw, I think Barnes got hurt in that game.
Yeah. Something like that.
He hurt his leg, and something was missing. You know what I'm saying?
Third leg or
you never want to hurt that third leg. But yeah, I got a C plus, man, with the upside of probably like a B plus. Jack Campbell got to have a big year this year.
There you go.
I think they're going to lean heavy on him.
He's a freak.
He's got so much potential, dude.
He does, man.
You could just see he really showed as a rookie. He was out of place sometimes, missed a lot of tackles, but just pickled, man, wanting to do better and wanting to make plays.
Those last 5 or 6 games, man, he was out there.
Oh, yeah, he showed out.
Yeah, and I think it's rare to see a full complement of your starters come back. So I think that's a good thing for the camaraderie aspect of the game. So they are better this year. I can see that. So, but yeah, C plus.
I'm right there with you. That's the first thing I thought about. C plus. They're not average, just a little bit above average. But to your point, Campbell, I feel this has got to be a big year for him. Now, it's year number 2, but like you guys said, towards the end of the season, you started seeing why they drafted him where they drafted him. He started to make better tackles. He was in on almost every freaking play. But that took time, right?
Yeah.
And so now he got that underneath him now. Let's see what year 2 brings. And I feel that he's going to do well. So let's get from a C plus. That's what I'll give him here today. But they can get to that B plus real quick.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Miguel.
I'm going to go B minus. I think that the linebackers make the defensive line a little bit better. I mean, they clog the gaps really well. They're really good at tackling, stopping those guys not reaching that second level. They're hitting them at the line, stopping them. I think you got 2 of the best probably backup / special team linebackers in the league in Malcolm and Jalen Reeves-Maben. I mean, Maben's just been a key cog to that team. I mean, he's out there making tackles every punt return, kick return, and you need him in a pinch, he'll go out there and make tackles for you. And I just think Jack Campbell's just an absolute dog, I think. everyone thought they kind of maybe reached on him last year. Could have maybe got him a little bit later or something like that. But I just feel like you give him another year to grow. Linebacker is always that kind of that tough transition, kind of coming from college, the speed of the game, covering the backs, covering those tight ends and stuff like that. So I think you see him make that jump this year, kind of maybe push Anzalone to that outside, let him work a little bit more, and Campbell's going to be that quarterback out there for the defense.
I like that.
Well,
yeah.
Good take on that one, Miguel.
Hollywood.
I'm going to give him a C+. And the reason why, I mean, I'm not so convinced in the linebacking core. As a year, Anzalone gets a year older, which I still believe he'll be impact, but not as he was over the last couple of years. And I believe that's one position we're really going to go have to solidify in the draft, is getting a stud too. So now you really solidify that core of linebacker, because I think that's a lot of the reason why they went out and got them front linemen, dominant linemen, Wingo and Reeder and all them, because they knew that what they had looking for linebackers wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I think Campbell's going to have a good year. Rodriguez, I still think he's too small, but like on the special teams, he does his job. Barnes gets brain fart sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to show me more. I just don't look at a cream of a crop linebacking core. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see a guy that stands out, and that's Campbell, and I see a guy that's gonna fade out, and that's Anzalone.
Wouldn't you have loved to seen the Lions go out and get like a Hassan Riddick or a Matthew Judon?
Yes.
Just a bona fide edge guy.
I wanted them to go get Isaiah Simmons that they wanted.
Me too. I wanted
from
him.
Clemson a while ago, and they couldn't get him. He was there. Here's a hybrid now.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And you let him slide.
Or like a Bobby Wagner or something like that. Get a veteran out there, solidify the middle with the veteran too. So.
It's crazy how he's like in his mid-30s and still rolling. High quality football,
insane.
Bobby Wagner.
He's so good. So good still.
C+.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
C+. Pretty much the same stuff, man. Campbell's the man. And Anzalone, I mean, how many more snaps does he have left? He's been kicking ass, but he's what, 35, 36 years old?
I'm not sure, but he's, every year it's wear and tear.
Yeah.
But so with the front line being as tough as they are, I think that's going to help these linebackers out, until they can, maybe at the trade deadline get somebody, or like you said, draft big.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, every level of the defense helps the next one, right? So that front line will help the backers will help the secondary. So it all works in unison. So moving to the secondary now. A lot of new additions. Okay, you got Terry and Arnold, first round pick. Brian Branch, Carlton Davis, Dorsey's back, Brandon Joseph, Kirby Joseph, Ife Melifonwu, who came out of nowhere last year, had a great season after Tracy Walker was, shit the bed. Rakestraw, Robertson, Strickland, and Vildor's back, Mr. Face Mask. So I think this group, you drop Cam Sutton, you bring in the two rookies that are, their upside is crazy. Tall, lengthy guys that can hit. They're athletic. It looks like, Davis is a shutdown corner. He was rock solid in Tampa. So that's an instant upgrade. And I think this group is going to be much, much better. This is probably the best secondary we've had during this regime. So, again, there's still some rookies there, so they have to prove it a little bit. But I'm going to go with the solid B and see where it goes. Brian Branch, stud. Kirby Joseph, stud. Carlton Davis, stud. We just got to see what the rookies do. And I think they're going to be really good.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a B+.
Okay.
I think they're good enough to be some of the elite DBs right now. You mentioned Branch. Guy was on fire last year. I think he's going to have a big year again this year.
Yeah.
Everybody stays healthy. Love Kirby Joseph. Love that guy. I think he's a baller.
Great guy.
A great guy. Yeah, I'm going to give him a solid B+. Okay. I'm going to stick with that.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to go B. I think the upside is immense. You get like one injury, you're not going to be sitting there and you're not putting in a Vildor instantaneously. You got depth now. So I just think the upside, you got so many interchangeable parts. You got a Branch who can play nickel, safety. Throw him if you need to. You could throw him on the outside like Robertson, Rakestraw. He's the same kind of way. I mean, Ife Malifonwu. I mean, all these guys are interchangeable pieces that you can put in a bunch of different packages, and it just fits what they need out there. So
yeah, absolutely. And they say Branch is going to play not only nickel, but he's going to play a lot of safety, which is his primary position too. So, as in a rookie year to move to nickel, that's a big step because in the NFL you play a lot of nickelback defenses, 2 linebackers, stuff like that. So, I thought that was big, and for him to have as much success as he did, that speaks volumes, dude. So, Hollywood, what do you think?
I'm going to go up B+. I like what they did in the pickups with Robertson, even though he's smaller, but he's a dog. Joseph, I worry about, not Kirby, but the other one.
Brandon Joseph.
Yeah, he got caught up sometimes in plays and, figuring the safety was supposed to pick it up. He was supposed to have it. I worry about him, but everyone else, Rakestraw, I believe another one who's going to step up.
Another one.
This is going to be another guy with Teflon Don, you know what I'm saying, Arnold?
What I was saying, man.
That guy's going to be another. I mean, I think you got. Gonna remind me like a Alabama secondary. I like it, and my boy Vildor from Chicago. They got. I still think even though he got the one off the fade, that's a freak play.
It really is
unreal stuff to think about it.
It's
Honestly, it just makes me cringe.
Who does that happen to? You know what I mean?
Lions.
And, yeah,
the Lions.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he's big too. So I'm going to give that a B+ all day long on that secondary. Do I think they reach an A? Maybe towards the end. We got to see what they do. But that pressure, I want to say I'm going to put a bounty on him of at least 12 interceptions this year at secondary.
Okay, obviously an upgrade from Jerry Jacobs.
No doubt about it.
100%.
So okay, very solid. Cheech, what do you think, man? Round it out.
B+. I'm anxious to see Arnold, this rookie, out there with these other guys, with Branch and with this linebacking crew. It'll be fun, man. They got some learning to do, but that defense is tough.
Yeah.
Front line to the middle to the corners, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season.
You gotta admit, it's been fun to see like how historically bad they were. We were all talking. We sat on the show 2 years ago. Said, Aaron Glad, your head's got to roll.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, man, you ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
But just to see the maturation the last 3 years getting better and better. Now this is probably the best talent he's had, and I think they're only going to be better.
And you got to think about it too. Dan Campbell, he was on that 0-16 team.
Mm-hmm.
And look at him now, man. He's the head coach.
Yeah, he's building something, dude. You gotta love that.
He's doing Applebee's commercials.
Yes, that was awesome, by the way.
What about our kicker?
Yeah, so let's get there. So we got Jake Bates, the new kicker. Jack Fox, the punter, was an absolute stud.
Monster.
He got a bomb for a leg. And then Hogan Hayton is the new long snapper. So that's your special teams specialist. Snapper. Cheech, you love snapper, don't you?
I need some snapper.
I'm going to say a B+ on that kicker.
The boy said the well's a little dry down there.
That dude's got a leg, man.
Yeah,
that guy's got a leg.
They say he can hit 67.
What about 69?
Yeah, we got a comedian over here, Joe.
I'll tell you what, with the one he hit, he had plenty of room. Plenty of room.
I gotta go. I mean, big leg, but that pressure situations. That asshole gets tight. Games on the line. Dude, what are you gonna do? Division game.
Yep.
National TV. What are you gonna do, man? That's what I want to know.
Shank left or?
I hope not.
I don't want no Blair Walsh out there or anything like that.
Yeah, man. I want to know.
Do you think you'll see somebody hit from 70 this year?
I think so.
Oh yeah, like Aubrey or something like
Did
that.
Aubrey hit like 69 or
He
something?
was like 69 last year, but those guys hit 70 in warm-ups and practice.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Jake Moody, as good as he was in college, he missed that one. It's on that documentary with like the receivers.
Yeah.
Like they lost that game, and it's like pushed it to the right. I'm thinking, wow.
It was
Jake
Cleveland
Moody.
or Cincinnati, I think. The game was on the line. Yeah, granted, it was shitty weather,
Yeah.
But again, Moody's used to playing in front of 100,000 people, so really no excuse there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different. The NFL, man, it's showtime. It's put up or shut up. So there you go. Chime in. Let us know what you think of our grades. We broke down the entire position groups, and now let's get to the fives of the week. So we're all going to rap about 5 things we're looking forward to in the season. So, Miguel, since you're the guest
Let's
of
get
honor,
it, dude.
go ahead and start it off, Braz. What's one thing that you're looking forward to here?
Man, Detroit Lions. It's plain and simple. Detroit Lions football, man. It's going to be a fun year. I mean, every year you get excited and stuff for football and things like that. And last year, it was that excitement. You're like, oh, man, we could be good. And now this year, it's just a whole nother whirlwind. Like, I mean, this city's been thinking about football since that last day that we lost to San Francisco. And it's like, when does the season start? So,
chomping at the bit.
I mean,
Chomping.
it's just Lions football, man. Plain and simple.
But
Number one.
But like the one cool part from last year was when they beat the Rams here. It was almost
man.
like
That game
Goff,
was-
okay, out with the old.
Yeah.
He's our man now,
Yep.
and you could see the confidence there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, okay,
Let's
Detroit's got me.
go.
Where's
Hey,
that?
Dan
Where's the
Campbell
answer?
said, Jared Goff, you're good enough for effing Detroit, baby.
Yep.
Gave him that game ball. That was awesome. Hollywood, over to you.
I want to see that confidence in the leadership, and I think you'll see more of that this year with a lot of them. That's going to be something special. You know, who's one up and one. You know what I mean? Manning up to picking them up and going there and saying, let's go. You know what I mean? Outdoing one another. That's, I think, you know, like they were saying about that San Francisco game, left a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
They can't get here soon enough.
Right.
And they're gonna lay the smack down. That's gonna be the key, man.
It's going to be a showdown. when it happens.
Showdown.
Absolutely. Cheech?
I think they got to match the energy that they had last year, and that's not. I mean, how could you not? But I mean, right out of the gates, man, they got the Rams at home on Sunday night. I mean, the Lions never get that.
Now, was a little of you disappointed that it wasn't San Francisco on Sunday
Yes,
night? Because that's the
yes.
game I wanted.
I wanted that.
I want to exercise those demons right now. I said the
Yep.
same thing last year. I said, bring on Stafford. I want it all.
All day.
We just need to get it over with. Go in there,
Be done with
exercise all the demons of Christmas past. You know, don't shy away from any of it. I wanted the same thing for the 49ers, but, you know, unfortunately, we got to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him at the end of the season, right? We play towards the
It's like week 7.
That Cowboys game is going to be fun too, man.
Oh, yeah, they want
After
them
that
too.
bullshit
There's no doubt.
last year. Damn.
There ain't no doubt. I guarantee you they're going to run a eligible play.
It's back
There ain't
down.
no doubt. They
Just
wanna
to
see
troll
that.
them.
Yeah.
They're back in Dallas again too, so I wonder who's going to be working that game.
Right, exactly.
And it's in Dallas too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, so we'll see. My thing is, I want to see, you know, now that Ben Johnson's got all this film on him and he decided to come back for one more year, how is this offense going to evolve? What's he going to change? Any nuances? Because now you got the film. People have studied you. You know, you're out there. So let's see what he whips up. You know, I'm curious to see because, you know, you got to constantly keep things fresh in the NFL. You know, and it's kind of a copycat game. Just to see what he adds, what he takes away. But he's one of the most creative minds I've seen.
Yeah.
You know, outside of maybe like an Andy Reid, who's probably the top guy. He's right up there, man, right now in the league. And Mike McDaniel is pretty innovative too. But yeah, I'm curious to see what that offense does because they've been a powerhouse the last 3 years. So curious to see what happens there. What do you think, B?
Yeah, so and this could be anything in the NFL. It didn't have to. It didn't have to be. So I'm gonna change the tune up a little bit here. So possible that one of these two teams, the Lions and the Texans, could be first-time Super Bowl contenders. The Texans and some, depending what poll you're looking at, some people got the Texans going to the Super Bowl. You know, they're superseding some of these other teams, and of course the Lions. Ironically enough, according to the NFL Network, here's their predictions. Rich Eisen has Kansas City over Detroit in the Super Bowl. Steve Mariucci, former Lions coach, has San Francisco, go figure, over Kansas City. Kurt Warner's taking the Texans over the Eagles. Cynthia Freeland has taken the Eagles over Kansas City. Colleen Wolfe, another one of their commentators on the show, has taken Detroit over the Jets. And Gerald McCoy is taking the Jets over the Lions. So if you look at this little graph right here, there's a lot of people picking the Lions here, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, it's a pretty reliable source, NFL Network. So, yeah, I mean, to live up to the hype, I think what you said, carry that momentum on over, I think that's huge. I mean, you know, we carried it over from Green Bay when there was a game they knew they wouldn't make the playoffs that last game in Green Bay 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They came out and played prideful football.
Yeah.
They had that lead at halftime, and it hurt. It hurt for them to lose that game, and every fan here felt that. They felt it even more. Just like Coach Campbell said, look at all that stuff they're enjoying right now, the confetti. Look how they're celebrating.
As a fan, does it scare you to be in this position,
Not
like the
at all.
driver's seat?
No, not at all. You know what? I think Campbell's got these guys grounded enough. He's even said that in his press conference. He goes, I don't want to hear any more Super Bowl talk. It's all talk at this point. We need to exit out of that. We need to go play the game now. And that's where the wins and losses are going to take place. It's not the media. It's not all this glorified, the Detroit Lions. It's this uncharted territory for us as fans. We're not used to this kind of talk.
No, we're not.
To be on the cover of Sports Illustrated, to have national press, you're getting all these primetime games. Let's not forget about what the Lions got to do. They're going to play on primetime on their first game. They're going to come back and play Tampa, same two teams they beat in the playoffs, and they're going to a primetime game against Seattle Seahawks. And then they got Monday night games with Green Bay. They got Thanksgiving Day. They got San Francisco as a primetime game. We're not used to this.
No, we're not.
And this is so unreal for us as a fan to sit here and have to just reciprocate that thing.
Just enjoy it, man.
Enjoy it. So, yes, I'm all for it, man, because we've waited our whole lives to go on this ride, guys. We've been waiting as fans.
They're hyped up.
And the dogs are pumped. You should be pumping. Everybody out there should be pumped. No, let's enjoy this because it doesn't happen all the time. We waited a long time. The Bobby Lane.
Yes, the curse was exercised.
The curse was exercised. Eric, what did you do to the dogs up there?
Can I
Damn it, Eric!
Can I smell your finger?
They smell you. That's what
What's
it
going
is.
on, Eric?
That's what it is, boys.
I gotta check my peanut butter jar.
Eric, your zipper's still down.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Oh, shit.
I need him again. What's your take, man?
Number 2 thing I'm looking forward to is fantasy football, man.
Okay.
Nothing like it. Just on the weekends, chilling there, watching football. You got Red Zone on. Scott Hansen goes to the Octo Box. You're watching 4 of your guys trying to score touchdowns on the goal line. 2 of them get vultured by some dude you don't know, and you got 2 of them scoring touchdowns. I mean, nothing beats it just on a Sunday, and then you got Monday
Nothing
night.
better than Red Zone.
Oh, man. Dude,
Friday,
Red Zone on
that Friday game. Come on.
Friday game this week, too. So, I mean, Red Zone and fantasy football on the weekend. You can't beat it. Then you mix in the Lions game, you watch that entire game.
Isn't it a gift and a curse, though? Because, there's so many games, and it pisses you off. You got players playing against each other. I've lost 2 fantasy Super Bowls by a fraction of a point.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
So it's like it's so exciting though because there's games you wouldn't normally watch. We all love football, but there's times you don't want to watch Cleveland versus the Jets, right?
Keeps you
On a
invested.
Thursday night of all nights, but
Yeah,
you're
that
invested
parlays.
because you got to either, like you said, a
someone
parlay going
Yep.
or the fantasy game is
entertains
going.
you.
So
So,
it's year-round entertainment.
Yep.
Love it, man. Hollywood.
The college football and pro. I mean, you got Saturday and you got, Sunday.
That's true.
Along with your fantasy and everything like that. Just the excitement. You know what I mean? In Michigan too, like Michigan, they're in a tougher, division of teams. They got Texas.
They got Texas Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
They're going to lose.
Well, while you brought it up, let's talk about it for a minute because the offense didn't seem to be too hot to start, right? It was 10-3 for the longest time. Looked like they were really, really stalling, and then, they made a change at quarterback. They started to hit their stride, and then shout out to Will Johnson, that pick 6 to seal the game. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That kid's he's local, Grosse Pointe South.
Yep.
Dude's a stud. He's going to be a first round, probably a top 10 draft pick.
Saying he could go like top 3 or something this coming year.
Grosse Pointer, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need 3 pick 6s from Will this weekend, I think, to survive Texas. But
for
another
sure.
Story.
But you got all that lead up, and it starts like Thursday. You know what I'm saying? You'll have the Kansas City and Baltimore game. But even if there's college game, and then flowing into that weekend. So the weekends are booked.
Yep.
It's been nice though because last year we had, we all played Monday morning quarterback and talk with our boys and we talk amongst each other and we talk on the pod. A lot of, our thoughts and we discuss. You look forward to that stuff, man. It's talking shop and breaking down the games and it's just a freaking great time of year, dude.
Yep.
Cheech, over to you, Bryce.
I'm anxious to see how Aaron Rodgers does with the Jets. I mean, four plays in last year, he was just done.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Does he still have it?
Yeah. No,
You
it's a
think
big
so?
one.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they expected. You know, some of them got him going to the Super Bowl. You know, from what GMB just showed us.
Yeah.
So
that defense is good too, and now you got that veteran presence, that 3-time MVP. You never know,
now, did
man.
they pick up any receivers or running backs?
They got Mike Williams from the Chargers.
Okay.
Brees Hall's healthy. I forgot who the backup is there. They still got Garrett Wilson.
Well,
I took him to Bobby's draft.
Braylon Allen.
Yeah,
Big boy from Wisconsin.
Right, that's
They got
right.
Lazard too, don't they?
I believe so.
Lazard.
Cobb
Drive
there,
his
too?
car.
I think Cobb retired. I
They
believe.
got like this Malachi, like Corey dude or something. I
Yeah.
think they drafted him.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson's a bona fide stud. So
Conklin's the tight end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brees Hall stud. So they got some good pieces.
But that defense with Sauce Gardner, Mosley, and those guys, they are loaded defensively.
Yeah.
So I'm curious though, bouncing back from an injury at his age. This guy, a lot of people think he's weird. He's a prick. But you see all these videos around training camp. Like, he gets into it with his receivers and things like that, but he's always messing around with coaches, upping his team. The guy loves football, and he's good for the game. And I said that last year when he got hurt. That's the guy you want on the field. You want to watch games. And I think they're playing San
Love him or
Fran
hate
Monday
him.
night.
They
You
built
wanna
that
watch
lineup
it.
too.
Yeah.
They built that front line for him too.
No, 100%. That's a good one, G. Mine is C.J. Stroud, that sophomore year. Everybody's so freaking high on him. Now you got Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. Schultz is there still, right? The tight end. And you got Joe Mixon now. Dude, they're loaded offensively. And D'Amico Ryans is building a good defense. So do you think he'll carry on his success?
I think so. I think the dude's baller.
Ohio State quarterback, can he do it? You know, I'm very, very curious to see what he does because in the league, you know, they haven't panned out very well. But this guy, I think, is different. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
So for me,
Crickets, great.
I know. It's a good take. It's a good take. Aaron Rodgers in New York. I'm just going to go right along with Sam Chichi over here. I'm going to say the same thing. I had that written down. Does Aaron Rodgers, does that investment, does that project work out? We never knew because of what the injury, the unfortunate injury last year.
Are they going to get the dividends this year,
Right,
or is it
and-
going to be a bust?
If you're a New York Jets fan, you're just praying that he doesn't get hurt, that they can see the season unfold with him at the helm to do what he has to do. Like you mentioned, Philly with the weaponry. I think they're going to be a good team only because of Aaron Rodgers. Are they having any talk of Super Bowl? Because I think you're right. He's good for football. He's a baller.
Definitely.
I mean, we've got burned by that guy just as many times we got burned by Brett Favre. But Aaron Rodgers, man, he's a stud. You can't underestimate a talented quarterback.
So
He
call it
reads
right
defenses.
now. Do the Jets get in the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, they get in the playoffs. If it's healthy Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers gets his team around him, he gets everything. You mentioned they got a good running back, receiving core is solid. Their defense is outstanding. Mm-hmm. Yes, I feel they're a playoff caliber team. They were last year, but unfortunately what happened, they kind of, they shit the bed.
No quarterback, man.
Yes.
Zach Wilson
How
was
important
horrible.
is a quarterback?
Terrible.
And now he plays for
Denver backup.
Denver. He played actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you need is a change of scenery.
Yeah.
So, Miguel, what else you got, Brez?
No, this one's kind of going into like, are you going to still see the same hierarchy of the NFL? Like, there, are you going to see the new cream of the crop? Are you going to see Kansas City, San Fran, the Buffaloes? Are they still going to be the top guys? Are you going to see a little change in the guard? You're going to see maybe the Eagles bounce back a little bit. They had that little slump. You're going to see the Lions. You're going to see Houston.
Yeah.
So can those top teams maintain? Because you already seen San Fran have a little fall through. Trent Williams, Ayuk, all that stuff going on. And then you got Dallas, Jerry World with his things going on. You never know what's going to go on over there. So, but I just feel like if anyone, it's Kansas City, man. Kansas City, I don't know how it is or what they do, but they just, everything they get turns to like gold. So I don't know. I feel like,
Or maybe not.
those top teams.
Did you say goal, boy?
Yeah, gold boy.
Ain't nothing golden.
Ain't nobody
down
talking
here
about
in
that.
And
Dallas.
you see what
Nobody's
Mahomes said.
talking about
Mahomes said,
Dallas.
"Hey man, let's go. We already planning on going for 3."
Yep.
Dak ain't no
That's
Troy
never
Aikman.
happened, right? That's
He ain't
never
no
happened in the
Troy
NFL.
Aikman.
New England came
That
close.
confidence in you know, like he said, gold. Whatever they do over in Kansas City is like gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them guys just know how to play.
How much does Andy Reid have to do with that, though? You know, Reid is
Oh, a ton.
he's
He's
the
magician.
cornerstone. He's the foundation of that.
Absolutely.
Like, look what Kelsey did to him in the playoffs when he
Yeah.
got in his grill. you know that guy's still feeling guilty about that, right? He's got to. But Andy Reid, just being the cool dude he is, just, I think he's that guy that keeps all those egos put together.
Well, I guess he
and
went up
keep
to
producing.
Reid told him, he's like, hey, man,
I agree.
I got to be a big part of this.
Yeah.
This year,
Yeah.
he went up to him and told him, he said, man, I have to be a big part of this.
Yeah.
This is the way it's got to be.
Yeah.
But that's the passion you want in a football player, right? We all played sports. You want that passion.
And that's what Reid said after that. He's like, that's why we love Travis.
There you go.
Because he cares so much. You never want it to get to that point, but he loves the game.
Let's get that third one, man. Let's get that third one.
Absolutely. Who's next? You, Cheech?
Yes, sir. Minshew.
Oh, with the Raiders. Minshew.
The Raiders. Minshew. Is it going to be the Minshew?
Who gives a fuck?
Why does his name have to come up every time? I'm out of love with Minshew now.
Because he's the quarterback in Buffalo,
That's right. Yeah,
That's the only reason I brought it up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now, the
Love
Raiders,
you, man.
where do they go? What do you think? Any good?
I can't trust them. They're like the Atlanta Falcons to me.
Yeah, good analogy.
Don't
Devontae
show-
Adams, he
don't
just
show
doesn't,
it,
he
then
just
they go
doesn't seem
away.
happy there.
No, he ain't.
No.
He ain't.
Now Gardner can throw the ball. I think he will get, Devontae the ball. He'll get these guys involved, but I really don't see them being a contender, especially with Kansas City there. I see Denver getting a little bit better. Who else is in that division, Eric? Denver, Vegas, Chargers, right?
Chargers,
Arizona.
And somebody else. No, they're in the AFC.
It's you got Chargers.
Does Harbaugh turn that program around?
Did you see their fullback? Their fullback is 6'4", 300 pounds. This dude's
What?
bringing old school smash mouth football back to the NFL.
You know he's going to run the rock.
He's got like 5 running backs on the roster. He's got Dobbins, Gus Edwards. He's got Corum, and then who's the other guy?
Little decorum.
Little Decorum. Yeah,
Decorum.
he just they got rid of all the receivers. Keenan Allen's gone. Mike Williams gone.
Yep. Yeah, I figure
He's
that's
going to run the ball, man.
old school Big Ten right there, baby. He
I'm
wants to run
curious
the
to see how
rock.
that works.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk Kansas City for a minute. They can do something no team's ever done. That's a three-peat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it that it could happen?
I'm going to give it an 8. 8.
I was going to give it a 7. It's right there.
8.
7.5.
What?
7.5.
Ain't no half points in this game, dog. It's a straight
We're
up
gonna round up
number.
and say an 8.
Right.
7.95.
6 1/8. That's an answer Easy E would give.
I'm gonna say 8 too, man. Because I've been this team, man. They're loaded. They got superstars. Unlike the Patriots, they had Brady, and then everybody else kind of filled in, right? And even when they had Moss, they were still dominant, but came up a little bit short. But this team's loaded, man.
Yeah, and they have interchanged a lot of different players, just like New England did, right? They lost a receiving core,
Yeah.
and they find guys to come and step up. You got Rice. They
Rasheed
got
Rice, yep.
fantastic receiver.
Rice,
Pacheco,
Worthy.
the running back, solid.
Yep.
They're gonna have a good football team, and it's got to be a solid 8.
They
right
got
here.
Hollywood Brown, Xavier
that
Worthy.
A lot of good guys.
I mean,
Kelsey, too.
yeah.
It's a
Hartman.
force,
They
dude.
still got Hartman?
No, I think he came back. I believe. Remember, he
came
went to the
back,
Jets and came back.
I can't remember if they
And they just signed Shushu.
Schuster's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
You signed with
Picked him up.
Yep.
Say Shushu or Juju?
Yeah, dude, they got vodka, man.
Traded like the best. Traded like
That's my guy, Shushu, man.
Top 5
We got vodka and Hennessy, man.
Hit that motherfucker once. There it is. It's alive and kicking. Don't you worry about that.
I can't remember
The
what the
Raiders.
was, but they traded that cornerback last year, I think, to Tennessee.
You're right.
Before the draft, I can't remember his name, but he was like one of the top 5 cornerbacks in shutdown.
Yeah.
Was it Balls Mahoney?
Put some respect on my name.
Want to pay him the big bucks?
Was it Gumzilla down there?
Gumzilla.
All right, B. What else you got?
For me, let's see. The next thing I went with is the rookie quarterback carousel.
That's a good one.
So here we go. We got Khalid, we got Williams in Chicago, Bo Nix, Denver, Jaden Daniels, Washington. What one of those 3 rookies prevails? Who's going to be that guy you're going to go, wow, these are all top drafts, starting rookies, first time this happened in a long time.
Yeah.
Which of those 3 guys is going to be the stud come end of year?
That bear.
Is there another Purdy? Is it Williams? This kid's getting a ton of hype.
I think it's
He's
either-
getting a lot
I
of
think
hype.
it's going to be Williams.
Williams or Bo Nix?
Okay,
Bo Nix can sling it, man.
he can sling it.
I like my boy Jaden Daniels.
I was going to go with you, Mike. That's who I got, man.
That's the direction I'm going. I'm taking Daniels.
I like Jaden. He's dual threat, but the dude's got a cannon. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of weapons, so to say, in Washington, but I just think he's the best I don't even say pro-style quarterback. I just think he has the best tangibles to be the most successful quarterback out of them all.
I agree. They got him, running an offense where he can run the rock a little bit. He's a bigger stature type guy. He's got a big arm.
Yep.
Caleb Williams, he's super athletic. But I get those Kyler Murray vibes, man. I don't know why, but it bugs me.
Is it the fro?
You know what else bugs me, Philly? It's the Chicago Bears. I don't want the Chicago Bears to have a stud quarterback. We got to play these assholes twice a year. I'm not a Bears fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, in my heart of hearts, probably Caleb Williams would be that guy. But
You say Khalid?
Khalid, bro. You don't know, bro. This guy owns 5 marathon
This guy
stations
number
right
one,
now,
bro.
bro.
This guy number one.
No one will understand that, but you and I.
Khalid, please grab a juice.
Grab juice.
All the
Go ahead, man.
Venezuelans are going to Chicago now. Be careful. Be careful.
I don't want to root for Chicago.
But
even
hey,
if it
man,
is a guy like
you
that.
look at Justin Fields never had no talent like this around him.
No.
DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Oduze, Komet the tight end.
Dude,
you got Swift
sick.
there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Johnson the backup. Herbert's there still.
Swift is like a cat.
Dude.
He's got 9 lives. He just shows up somewhere
He
else on
does.
another roster,
They
doesn't
got a
he?
pretty decent defense too. So
They do.
I think Chicago would be sneaky this year.
They could be.
There ain't going to be no rollover team, I'll tell you that.
Our division's looking pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
This is coming back to the old black and blue stuff right here.
Yeah, our division's looking good besides
you'll know
Minnesota.
Friday night.
I mean, you even seen Chicago at the end of last year. They were playing tough. They were playing tough games. That defense was showing up. Justin Fields is playing good football. I mean, it was tough games.
For sure. All right, Mike, what else you got, Bryce?
One of the other ones how are the holdout players going to perform this year? Is that no training camp, no conditioning? Is that going to affect them? Your CeeDee Lambs, Jamar Chases, the Ayuks, Trent Williams, all those guys. Like, are they going to perform as in the all pros that they are? Or are they going to have a little, out of the gate, not that good? Maybe throughout the year get the dog days in the middle of the season and stuff. You just never know with that kind of stuff because a lot of times holdout players, they don't perform like they did the year prior.
Big bust. That's a
very
great
true.
point.
They performed in the contract years last year, and now they got
That is a
paid.
good point.
Are they still going to play like they were? I mean, odds are if you're a top profile guy like a Justin Jefferson and CD, you probably will, but you never know.
Yeah.
Great point.
Looks like Chase, who's just coming back to practice.
Today. First day back.
Brandon
He showed up
Ayuk, same
today.
thing this week. So, I mean, they missed a lot of time, a lot of reps, That time in training camp is vital to get that timing down and, that mojo with your QB, man. So, well, that's a good one.
See what
Hollywood.
happens.
I want to see what Odell Beckham's going to do in Miami
Odell.
with the cheetah. That could be a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
You got Cheetah, Waddle, and OBJ.
Yeah.
Solid core.
What
Like
is
the
going
coach, by the way.
to
Great coach.
what Odell Beckham are you going to have? That's the thing to see. He's on a perfect team. I mean,
Wouldn't you
but
agree his best days are behind him, though, at this point?
I still think he's got good flashes, man. I still think he can contribute, but is it going to be, the me?
Yeah, but he normally comes in after like 6, 7, 8 games, then he signs with somebody.
Or he usually makes sure you get the playoffs first, and he signs it before he comes in. But yeah, I mean, I still think he has some. He's not the player he once was, but he could still make them tremendous catches. He can make them. He has some flash and burst. But what are you bringing to that team?
First half of that Super Bowl that they won.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have got hurt, he might have been the MVP.
I still feel like he's that guy that just tries to latch onto the nipple, man.
He's like
Try to
Des
win one.
Bryant.
You know what I mean? Like, he did it with LA.
Yeah.
Try to do it with Baltimore.
He gets paid,
It's like Des
he
Bryant
gets
at the
paid.
end of his career. It just annoyed the shit out of me. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
all right.
but hopefully it doesn't go bad
Right.
in Miami. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
explosive offense, another one, man. They're loaded. So,
Like 'em.
But can they play in the cold months, December and January?
That's the thing, and that's shit to bed.
Yeah, right. Like they did in Kansas City, 100%. Chi.
Minnesota. Do you feel sad for Minnesota because of JJ?
I feel bad for JJ.
I feel bad for JJ too.
Not for the Vikings, though.
No. But I don't know, man. The Central's tough. It's tough. It's a tough division this year. You know?
It is the North now. You do know that, right?
Yeah. I
Thinking of baseball.
But you know what, though? You're going to see it. Hopefully, you'll see Friday night what Green Bay brings to Philly.
And that's going to be my next one. Is Green Bay going to rival the Lions for the top of that division? Because I feel like Green Bay is the sleeper in the NFC.
They scare me.
They're young. They're super talented.
Yeah.
Jordan Love took that next step. Like, he showed he belongs, and they're loaded as far as young talent. And they got Josh Jacobs. And that's why I like guys like Josh Jacobs. He's like, I've never been that guy to go latch on to a winning team. I never wanted to be that guy. Because Kansas City wanted him, and he said, I could never be that guy to go with a rival. He's like, that's just in me.
Yeah.
So kudos to him. Green Bay's up and coming, so he might help them.
They went in there and kicked the Cowboys' ass last year.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
Throttled them.
Yeah.
You got to remember, at the end of the season, how good Green Bay was getting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a carryover, just like our Lions. So you got to think about Green Bay. You're absolutely right. I think that's the one team you talk about. Chicago can be sneaky, but there's still some missing pieces there. But I think Green Bay overall, that's going to be your biggest thorn in your division. That's who's going to battle it out, I think, come at the end of the season. It's going to be Detroit, Green Bay.
For sure.
You got to remember, too, that Green Bay-San Fran game, Green Bay had that game. And they fumbled it away.
You're right. Exactly.
That's right.
Forgot about that.
Yep.
Green Bay, it was going to be like Green Bay versus the Lions.
They're a little bit ass-chapped right now.
Green Bay
A lot
did
of
the same
revenge.
thing. So, you look at where they went in 1 year with Jordan Love. It's scary to think how good they could be this year, too.
And kudos to Matt LaFleur. I think that guy's a great coach, too.
He's a G, too.
He said, hey, Rodgers, we're done here. I'm going with my guy. And, yeah, it was a rough start, but they got better and better. So, we'll see what happens. B, what else you got?
So I put down... What did I put down here? I got to make sure I'm reading my right notes here. I think I might be done, guys.
All right, Griff, what do you got?
I think that's all I had, man. That's it. Yeah, I talked about we hit on the Aaron Rodgers thing.
My other one is Lamar Jackson. Is this man legit? Is he going to win anything in Baltimore? 1 year he's good, next year he disappears, next year he's good, and then he disappears.
I agree.
What Lamar are you going to get this year? Baltimore has a team every year that can get there. I feel like one of the only thing that holds him back is literally Lamar Jackson. And it's just like, can you take him to that next notch?
Yeah.
So...
And I think, don't you feel like at times like they rely too much on him?
Oh, 100%.
Just like that game plan we talked about it last year in the playoffs. That was a terrible game plan. You got this guy throwing the ball 45 times.
Makes no sense.
Now you got no excuse. You got the bell cow and Derrick Henry. What's his name? Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah. He's coming back, and you got some other guys, man. And then with wide receivers, you got Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah
Hammerhead. You know what I
mean? They got this rookie Devontrez Walker. They got pieces to win. So I don't know, and their defense is sick too.
Always, dude.
Best defense in the NFL.
You'll know tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great way to kick off the season.
And when you seen them last year, man, they picked apart the 49ers. I think it was on like a Sunday night.
Yes, you're right.
Just turn it up, man.
He did whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you see where you hesitate, you know what I mean? Because you want to become that pocket quarterback. And you see times like, man, normally he would turn it up, and he hung. It's like, then he finally made a decision. It's like, maybe a couple seconds quicker, and just go with your intuition.
Yeah.
Be gone.
Yes.
That may change the dynamic.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Cheech, anything else you want to rap about?
No.
You're good, so I think I'm good.
Before we get into our picks, we put a post out there on our Facebook page. What is your prediction for the Lions' record this season? So leave us your comments and posts. I'm just going to read a few of these off here. So Melba Toast, last night he put 17-0. The buzz wore off. He came back and put a 13-4. So he's going 13-4 for the Lions. Scuba Steve's going 14-3. Scott Lesher, 11-6. Andrew Tatham, Lil Drew's going 12-5. And I think we already kind of did our predictions on the yearly win-loss,
I'm going 12-5. I'm gonna lock that in right now from the start.
12-5.
12-5. Hollywood, would you go with?
Okay with that?
12-5.
12-5.
Yeah, we're kind of locked in around there. So
there we go.
Easy. What do you think? Lions.
I'd say they do 13-4.
13-4.
Damn.
I do like the 13-4, but it's just hard for me to.
Got some tough games out there.
Yeah.
They got tough games, but they came above a lot of tough games last year. So
Yes.
they made it look easy.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No, for sure.
Okay.
So before we start, we have to give kudos, and we still owe Grandmaster B for winning the pick challenge last year. So for much shit as we give him, He came through on top. So congratulations.
Thank you.
But it's a new year, so let the shit talking begin.
All right, let's go.
It is week 1, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to kick things off tomorrow night with the Baltimore Ravens headed to the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Chi-Chi will start down there and we'll go back around.
Kansas City. They're not losing that game. Hell no. Everybody's been talking shit about them, man. They're just going to, Taylor Swift is gone. I heard they broke up.
Aww.
Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. KC.
Let's get it, dude.
Hollywood.
Mahomes talking that 3-peat. This is where to start. But I doubt he'll probably won't make it to Detroit. But I think, he owns Baltimore. Kansas City.
Mahomes putting ketchup on those W's tomorrow night. KC.
All right, I'll let B pick last since he's the champion, but I'm going Kansas City as well. I just think, at home, Arrowhead, banner going up. Too much for Baltimore.
Yeah. The 3-peat, in the distance.
Yeah.
Once again.
Even though Lions went in there and beat them last year, same scenario.
Yeah.
But I just feel like this team has gotten better.
That was with the asterisk.
Damn you, Tirico, damn you.
The banner may be going up. Second year in a row, but they're going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens. Book it. Baltimore Ravens make a mission statement opening week tomorrow night. Ravens taking the win.
You love Lamar?
I don't love Lamar. I love the Baltimore Ravens to beat them, though. I think they got an axe to grind. They have to beat that team to get to where they want to go, and they have to do it in week 1. Make a mission statement. So Baltimore's going in to beat Kansas City.
All right, we'll just go this way so B can go last since he's the champ.
0-1.
And this changes on a weekly basis, remember?
Yep.
All right, so Friday from Brazil. Now the guys
can't wear green.
A lot of gang activity down there in Brazil. Not a great place.
A lot of thongs.
So technically Green Bay at Philadelphia Eagles. So does Philly continue to slide? New year, does everything start over? Green Bay's that up and coming team. I just think Philly's got too much talent. I think Philadelphia gets the dub in Brazil.
Brazil.
Why
Cheech, what do you think, Brez?
We're the national
They're
football.
trying to go global.
Yeah,
Brazil. You're not supposed to wear green. It's 2 teams that have
Take
green.
Doritos there, you'd be good. Legend.
Hot looking women. Brazil.
Cheech?
Philadelphia.
You just like the cheesesteaks or what? You got any substance down there?
No, because they want to get back to the top. Green Bay is good too, but a neutral field like that, I'm going Philly.
I like it. Snooch?
I'm going to go with Love.
Let's get it, dude.
I don't think that the field's going to matter. I mean, Green Bay can play anywhere.
That's true.
So I just believe with these wide receivers and Jacobs and Love, I think that it's going to be a close one, but I think they're going to pull it out, man.
I agree.
Okay. Big Mike?
Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
I think they got a little bit to prove this year. I think you see Jalen come back, have a big year. They got weapons, man. Saquon now over there, Goddard, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I mean, they're loaded. I mean, Jahan Dotson. Yeah. Put that in, wide receiver 3. I mean, dude's out there. So I think they got a good team. Gonna be a close one, but Philly.
I like it.
2 good football teams. I'm taking Green Bay. Same reason why my man Salvatore is taking Green Bay. They're a solid football team. They're going to go out and ball. They're going to do good things. It's not really a home field advantage per se.
No, neutral site.
You're kind of you're playing the game to play the game. But
they're in Brazil. Why wouldn't it be home field advantage?
I mean, the fan base. You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. This guy. I'm all serious about these picks, man. I got to go back to back, man. But I'm going to take Green Bay in this game.
All right, so Sunday, baby. Here we go. My Pittsburgh Steelers going down south to play Atlanta. Kirko Chains, baby. The era of Kirko Chains in Atlanta. So what happens here? You got Russell Wilson's the starter. The era Cousins, Bijan. Man.
Bijan.
I'm going Atlanta. Atlanta at home. I think they're young and up and coming. I think you got that veteran quarterback now to kind of steer the ship. As much as I love my Steelers, man, I'm going Atlanta at home. Cheech?
Hot Atlanta.
What you gonna do, Bat?
Hot Atlanta. All day.
You like that, huh? You like that?
Pittsburgh's too much
Kirk
of a
Cousins,
mess right
he
now.
likes that.
He likes that.
Pittsburgh's a mess right now.
I agree.
Might take them a couple days, a couple games.
Yeah.
Before they find something that they can kind of latch
definitely more
onto.
than a couple days, Brez. Applewood.
I'm going Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta down
I'm
there.
going to Atlanta. Cousins.
Kirko chains. Kirko with that chain gonna be bobbing.
Yeah, give me Atlanta all day. Yeah, I think it's Pittsburgh. I don't know what you got down there.
Yeah, man.
I don't trust Russ at all.
Russ. B, we going clean sweep here or no?
Going to take Atlanta.
Yep, there it is.
Yes, sir.
Across the board.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys.
From the
Arizona.
defending champ.
Arizona going to Buffalo. Kyler Murray. I think the Bills smash them. I do. I still think, even though they're depleted at wideout, they still got a good run game. They got Josh Allen, better quarterback, better defense. Give me Buffalo all day.
Coming back this way, Philly.
No, back down there.
Same. Buffalo all day. Not even close. Arizona's just, they're garbage.
Damn.
Home game.
Cold-blooded.
They're garbage.
Love it.
I mean, they lost Diggs, but I don't think that's gonna make a difference.
He wasn't getting the ball much anyway.
No.
I'm going Arizona.
What?
The demise of Buffalo.
No.
Come on.
Off the
Demise.
start.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Dude.
Yep. The demise. This is your.
You getting off the rocky start in
This
week
is your
one already,
breaker right
dude.
here.
You Shane the Birds go up north and they take the guy. You my shit.
I don't know, man. It's
You
your
got a
heartbreaker right
pocket.
here.
Apple
Really?
push.
Harrison lights it up.
hey, we all
yeah,
got to have a
Harrison
wild
Jr.
card.
Huh?
I mean, he's got a good receiving core. I mean, hey, he's
Ooh, that's a
making a comeback.
ballsy move right there, man.
Yeah, I like you guys. He's making his move.
You know, that's what you got to do.
I believe Buffalo
You got to
can
have
shit the
something
bed
like
this
this.
year.
Wow. All right.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
Give me some Zona.
Damn you.
Zona, baby.
Are you going there too?
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
I don't know what. I just love Kyler Murray. For some reason,
Do you want to kiss him?
No, I wouldn't kiss him, but I love him.
All right.
No,
You would definitely be the big spoon.
yes, I would.
He's a little man.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think Arizona's a little revamped. They got good offense. Kyler, I think, is going to have a bounce back year. Defense is looking a little bit better too. So, I just think Buffalo, the same thing like Hollywood said, man. Like, I think Buffalo is going to start slipping a little bit. You got Josh Allen, but that's not going to fix all your flaws.
That's true. Okay.
Very good takes from both you guys, but I can't deviate from Buffalo.
We know you love Buffalo.
I do love them, but, they're a stacked team.
He'd
and
kiss Josh Allen.
Not really, but
I want to kiss you.
I want to kiss you. I can care less about the team struggling. No, I really think Buffalo is they're still a marquee team. I don't discredit what you're saying. You got a rookie wideout, Kyler Murray. He didn't have the greatest year last year. He's got more to prove, but you're just not going to do it at Buffalo. I mean, you're traveling from out west. You can look at all that bullshit tangibles. Buffalo's a pretty damn good football team. And if Arizona beats them, man, I'll tell you what, that'd be the upset right there, possibly the year. Because I don't think anybody's going to think that. Arizona's not even flagged to be a playoff team right now.
Well, new season, new start.
Yeah,
so.
we're all 0-0. We all start at the same level, man.
All right, so Tennessee under Will Levis, no Derrick Henry anymore.
Levis.
Going to Chicago, to Windy City. How does it start for the Caleb Williams era?
What you going to do, Matt?
I think to start it off, they will get a dub at home. I think, Tennessee, I really don't know what they have. They got some good wideouts, Hopkins, Ridley, those guys, but I just think the Bears are going to be jacked up for this game. I think the Bears win in a tight one.
Da Bears.
Da Bears.
I'm going with Da Bears too. Yeah, Tennessee. Who even knows what they are?
They got
have no
Pollard,
identity
Tajay
right
Spears, they got some weapons, but
Yeah.
who knows what it's going to look like, so Hollywood.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Williams. He's going to light it up. In Chicago.
Chicago.
First home game as a pro. He
The
lights
first
it up.
20,000 Venezuelans get in for free. Come on out.
3 touchdowns,
We're talking to Windy Shitty Chicago Dogs.
two passing. He rushes for 1.
Wow. Big game for Caleb.
The Bears.
Bears.
Yeah. Not much more to add.
Yeah.
Got Frank Gallagher in the stands over there. Hell yeah, man.
With the watermelon.
B, who you got, Brez?
Definitely taking Chicago in this one. Here we go.
My man.
According to the odds makers, San Francisco is favored to win the Super Bowl.
San Francisco, huh? Well, then you know who's going to be happy about that, then, huh? Duckwears.
All right.
All right, so New England, under the Jared Mayo train, going to Cincinnati to play in the real Slim Shady and Joe Burrow.
Oh,
Look at
yes.
his
Love the new
Brez.
dude,
That was awesome.
Love the new do.
I think Cincinnati's, they want to prove something. You know, even though they got rid of Mixon, they still got the good wideouts. You know, who's the running back? Moss, right?
Zach Moss,
Zach
Chase
Moss,
Brown.
Chase
Yeah.
Brown. Yeah, I think Cincinnati's still a better football team, so they get the win at home.
Cincy.
Cheech, you're riding my coattails over there,
Yes,
bud.
he is. I think Eric is throwing him signals. He can see your shoe. Eric has mirrors on the tops of his shoes. He can see your cheat sheet. He's coding over here to Cheech.
Yeah, home game, first game.
Casino shit right
Joe
there.
Burrow, coming off that injury, he wants to prove to everybody that he still has it.
Sure.
Which he does, but
Yeah, no doubt. Dig it. Hollywood.
I'm going Burrow. Cincy, absolutely.
Okay.
Burrowhead.
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 Yes. Damn you.
I'm going Cincinnati on this one too, Philly.
Clean sweep. All right, boys. The up-and-coming Houston Texans going up to Indianapolis to play Jonathan Taylor and the gang. Anthony Richardson's back from injury. So this could be interesting. Two really good defenses, two really good teams. But I think Houston's just loaded, man. I really think it's going to be between them and Kansas City in the AFC. So I'm picking my first road team here. I'm going Houston.
Houston. CJ Stroud. He's got something to prove.
You like Houston too?
I like Houston. Hey, Houston, you don't have a problem.
Bring that old cashmere coat out here. Gee, I love it, man.
That a boy, Cheech.
Oh, Cheech.
What do you got, Apple Bus?
Jonathan Taylor's my running back. But hopefully he gets big numbers. But I got Houston. I got Stroud carrying on from last year.
You don't say.
You don't say.
You don't say.
I like that kid. He had a chip when he came out. He proved it. And I think it continues. It's no fluke, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Houston.
Mike?
Yeah, Houston. I just think Indy's good, but not that good. Houston loaded.
Sure.
So.
Okay. B?
That's a sexy pick. Go with the favorite. I'm going to take the Colts.
Wow.
I'm going to take the Colts.
You love
At
the
home.
Colts.
Well, here's what I think. I think Richardson's a hell of a quarterback.
He is.
I think the running back is going to be fantastic. I think they got the weaponry. I think they can beat them. It's a home game for them. And that's another team that's on a rise. Houston, of course, is there.
Yeah.
But, Colts are starting to make a little bounce back with this quarterback.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that as my wild card pick.
Division game, you never know.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad pick.
It's your choice.
It's my choice, and
It's
I'm going
your
to stick with
choice.
the Indianapolis Colts.
All right. Jacksonville Jaguars going down south to play Miami.
Tough one.
Tyreek.
Tough one.
Tariq visiting
But
Miami.
It feels like I'm looking at Miami's coach right now.
Right.
Yeah, put the glasses on.
Please
for you.
do. Grab a clipboard. Let's do what we got. There he is. There he is.
You got to get the perm now,
Yeah,
though.
but you got to get a perm now, dude. You
gotta
got to
mess
look
the
like
hair
you're
up a
running
little bit.
blocks for El Chapo.
That's right. He's got the perm now. I seen that picture.
He is smooth, though.
Yeah.
Smooth like me on the sideline.
Yeah.
So I'm going with my boy McDaniel. I think Miami's too tough at home.
Why do I got to go after you?
We can switch it up.
Is it Miami?
Dolphins. Jacksonville's a good piece, but the Dolphins are there, man. They're good. I think it's going to be a shootout, though.
Yeah,
I
Jacksonville's talented
think it's
now.
going to be a high-scoring game.
ETN, Lawrence, and those guys. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Miami. I think Tua, Yeah, with what he's going to have and everything like that, I think they beat Jacksonville by maybe 2 touchdowns. I believe it'll be a shootout, but I think they'll outrun them.
Yeah, track meet.
Yeah.
Up and down the field.
All day long.
Yeah, it was a coin flip for me, honestly. I think it's going to be a good game. I picked Miami in the end. I just think they got too many weapons.
Sure.
So,
I'm with you.
Trevor Lawrence, a.k.a. Spicoli.
Spicoli, dog, man.
Katie, however you want to categorize. I got to take the Fins. Dolphins are a stacked team.
Fins up,
I'm
Bob.
taking the Fins. Yeah, I don't think Jacksonville has a chance.
All right, we're across the board there. This is an ugly game. Carolina at New Orleans. Bryce Young, what's he going to do this year? Is he going to take a next step? New Orleans, I mean, I don't know about New Orleans, though.
Kamara's playing without a contract extension. Very upset.
Very pissed
very
off.
upset right now.
Carr solid.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the vet, man. I'm going to go New Orleans at home.
That just persuades you. You didn't even have that picked out yet, did you?
No, I didn't. No,
See?
none of these
you
are picked out
mentioned a
yet.
key name right there, Hollywood Carr. And he's a seasoned veteran, right?
Yeah,
He
Carr.
could maneuver the machine.
Solid.
At home.
Well, call
Fans
me
in New Orleans
crazy,
are
but
crazy.
I'm gonna park my car right next to his car.
That's right.
And take New Orleans.
They're losers.
And whatnot and what have you.
Yeah.
What have you?
Come
going
on,
with,
Sal.
I'm
Park
going
your
with the,
car.
I'm going with the Mardi Gras.
You have no
Going
party down there on Bourbon Street now.
Down there, Bourbon.
Hey, you want to get that jambalaya down there?
Jumping around now, they're throwing that beads around now.
I gotta get you down there, boy.
Showing them titties.
Some of that voodoo down here.
Goddamn Mardi Gras. They eat over there. Goddamn Mardi Gras.
All right.
Great.
We're doing great.
Mardi Gras over there.
Have to get Sammy T down there, make them drinks for us. Them little bourbon sippers that we
Get
have.
past Eric's bedtime over here. He's fucking throwing clocks out and shit. Looking like Flavor Flav's got one on his neck.
Looks like he's already went to bed. Look at his fucking head, man.
We're almost done. I promise we're getting there, brother.
Hey, Mike's bed's open. You might as well,
He already wrecked it. Where do you think he was at? Look, he smiled. He smiled. Look at him go.
I'll tell you what, he put the fucking dogs to sleep, didn't he? Can't hear the dogs.
What the heck is that?
We'll be soon sponsored by Jif Peanut Butter.
A little late, but there we go.
All right, so we all on New Orleans down now?
Yes, we're all
Okay.
taking New Orleans.
All right, so Minnesota Vikings, no J.J. McCarthy. I believe Sam Darnold's the quarterback.
Yep.
And Justin Jefferson going to the New York Giants to play Danny Dimes and company.
Times.
And, I still think Minnesota gets the dub. Giants, man, I don't know what they're doing up there in New York.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Dude, it's bad. No Saquon. Missing pieces left and right, dude. You don't have any standout wide receivers. Cheech, you probably agree with me, don't you?
Nope. I'm going with the Giants.
Why do it now?
That boy jumped off the titty down there.
He felt a little guilty, did he?
Already
He felt guilty,
pre-picked
Skip. He
it.
chained up a pick, Skip.
The bird's leaving the nest.
That's it.
Tom, yeah.
313 hat
Giants.
looks solid, bro. It complements the jersey.
Every time I see
It's
Cheech, I just want to. I hear Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. Yeah. You can't lie, because he does look a lot like Goff. Even the memes
That's why
put
I didn't
together.
get the jersey. I didn't get the golf jersey.
You didn't want all the
Plus-
boom coming
plus
up to you.
Brian
Oh my
said-
God, you play for the Lions?
You don't want to be the gay guy, walking around with the golf
His
jersey.
wife is actually beautiful, man.
Somebody to come up. Hey, can I get an autograph?
Right?
Hey, my name's Cheech. I'm Pies of the Week, baby.
That's it, man.
Hollywood.
I'm going Minnesota all day.
Oh,
New York is just a debacle.
Yep. Jefferson
Yeah.
goes
That
off.
team, yeah.
clean sweeping.
So Minnesota.
Minnesota.
They got too many weapons.
Indeed.
Taking the Giants.
Wow.
Taking the G-Man.
Hell yeah.
For you, Cheech. I don't want you to feel lonely in that department. I'm going to go with this one. Weird. Dumb pick. Giants.
All right, so we got Antonio Pierce,
Oh.
Devontae Adams, Las Vegas Raiders going to
That Raiders.
the LA Chargers, and Jim Harbaugh in his debut
Debut.
in the NFL. Are we going to be in lockstep here?
What you
Are you
going
going to
to
let your
do,
Michigan
man?
fandom take over?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first this time.
The Chargers.
The Chargers.
LA Chargers. Justin Herbert's too much for them.
I disagree. I think Harbaugh is going to get his ass clapped at home.
See what we got? There it is now.
I think Antonio
You finna go with
Pierce
Minshew.
and Minshew Mania is going to run wild, brother.
Minshew.
Listen, brother.
We love that guy.
Yes. I got the Raiders upsetting the Chargers at home.
Raiders.
Wow.
Sir, over to you. He's got the Chargers.
I got the Chargers.
I'm going to go with Harbaugh. I think he's going to bring a little bit of that
Did you
Michigan.
say hardball?
He's
Hardball.
going to show you some of that Michigan national title out of this team.
Okay.
Give me
You
a
gotta-
fucking
you gotta see
bell. This
some
thing's
sights.
running today. I
So
gotta
I'm
hit
going
this
with
shit
Chargers.
once in a while. You're getting too many of these freaking
And I'm rooting
Hollywood
for him.
drops.
28-20. 28-20.
I'm rooting for Hardball, but I just don't think it happens week 1.
Say it isn't so, Philly.
Yes, sir.
You're taking the Raiders?
Going Raiders.
Going Chargers. I don't like Vegas. I think they suck.
Cool stadium, though.
Honestly, I just don't think they're going to be a good team this year. Might win like 3 games, 4 games.
I am going to go with the Chargers.
I'm going
taking the
solo here.
hardball. I'm
Okay.
taking he's got the big. What's that running back? 6'8".
Gus
6'8".
Bus.
How big is this running back? He said 6'4".
It's a fullback.
Fullback.
6'4", 300
Could
pounds.
you imagine seeing shit like that coming in? I mean, coming at you. Who's the tallest running back in the league right now? Is it Henry?
Probably.
I think Derrick Henry's a big
Yeah.
dude, right?
Yeah, he's about
6'4"
6'5".
is big for running.
He's about
for
6'5",
fullback.
6'6".
Yeah, that's a
Derrick
big
Henry.
man right there.
I think he's 6'5".
Yeah.
Yep, going to take
Huge.
the Chargers.
Very large.
Very large man.
Very large.
These are late games, by the way. This starts off the 4 o'clock games.
Yes,
so it's,
yes.
slate.
West Coast swing. All right, Denver Broncos, easy.
Come on, Ease. Get in on it.
Bo Nix.
Who you
They're
taking?
going up to Seattle to play the 12th man in the Seahawks.
Who you got, Easy?
Broncos.
Oh, good.
Oh, no problem.
True to form.
Yeah. Next
Well, guess
question.
what? You're wrong. Seattle and Geno Smith is going to smash him up there. Seattle all day.
Seattle.
That a boy.
Seattle.
I know
Geno
you come
Smith.
home to daddy.
That's a tough place to win.
Yes, sir.
I'm going Seahawks.
Hawks.
Hawks.
Taking Seattle.
Easy's the lone wolf over there. Your pick smells like stale French fries. All right, so Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns.
Who you got, Jerry?
There's nothing in there. We're good.
Cleveland Browns can.
Who you got?
The
Who you got,
Browns
Jerry?
skins.
Well, I tell you what, boy. How about them Cowboys? And I know Cleveland's got a great defense, but I think Dallas, they're going to be out to prove something. So I think this is a game they can win. I just don't know what Deshaun Watson going to get.
That's the thing.
You got Jerry Jeudy and Cooper, and I just don't know. I just give me Dallas in a barn burner, like low scoring game.
I got them Cowboys, too.
You taking them Cowboys?
Well, only because Cleveland doesn't have Joe Flacco. He came in last season and gave them a boost, and he ain't there.
He's not on nobody's
He
team
ain't
right
there.
now, is he? Is Flacco out of football?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's out.
Dallas Cowboys.
Hollywood.
I'm going Cleveland. I like that Ford guy.
Dog pound in effect now.
I like that big running back they got Ford
Yeah.
and Chubb. Who's the other one they got?
Well, Chubb's out for the first 4.
Yeah.
We got that Ford. That dude's bad.
Yeah, he's a good back.
Yeah, and with them receivers, and Nakua or whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Njoku.
Joku.
Yeah.
Joku.
Nobody knows names better than Hollywood. He knows them all.
Great names. Donaldson,
invents
great
names.
guy.
I love him.
Larry Donaldson, great guy.
What do you got? What do you got, Greer?
I think with Nick Chubb not being able to give Deshaun a hand.
Did you say Chubb and hand in the same sentence?
Dallas.
I'm taking Dallas in this game.
Yeah, I just think they're a little bit more complete. All right, Washington Foreskins at Tampa Bay.
That should have been their name. That would have been great. Iconic.
They changed
They would have
it.
been sponsored by Red Tube and
Didn't they
everything.
change that name?
Commanders.
I thought
No,
they changed.
it's still
I thought-
Commanders.
Did you think it was really Foreskins?
They
No,
want
I
to go
thought-
back to
Oh,
Redskins.
I thought for a minute he was thinking we were
They were going to
serious.
change it.
They were trying. There's people petitioning to do that.
It's like the Indians are now the Guardians. So like, I mean, we're so soft.
Stupid.
I'm not soft.
But I think, Tampa Bay was a playoff team. I think Mayfield's got another year under the helm.
Oh, yeah.
They got White at the running back. They got their 2 big receivers coming back. Couple good tight ends, good defense. So give me Tampa at home.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
I got Tampa.
Are you taking that one from Mr. Lesher? Because he's a Tampa season ticket holder
does
too,
have season
right?
tickets to the Tampa Bay.
Nice.
Buccaneers.
Nice. So
I'm
Tampa.
going Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that too. You got a veteran quarterback. You're going up against a rookie quarterback. Baker's been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa all day in this game.
All right, boys. The
Late
big
game.
one.
Late game.
8:20 Sunday night football. Been waiting all day for a Sunday night now.
Right now.
The LA Rams.
Detroit, Michigan.
Stafford coming back once again to the Motor City right here in Detroit, Michigan.
Is he bringing his wife?
No, she's not coming.
No, she's staying home. Yeah.
She said for her mental health, she's staying home.
Yeah.
She couldn't handle it last time.
Yeah,
The city was crazy, man. I love it. And I think it's going to be the same atmosphere Sunday night.
Yep.
And I think the Lions beat them by a marginal amount. I would say at least 7 to 10.
Yeah.
I think they win. They're just a better team all the way around. No Aaron Donald. It might be a little bit more high scoring, I think, this time around because it's early in the season, trying to figure the teams out. But give me Detroit all
You
day.
think they bring it on Stafford?
Oh yeah, they're going to bring the hammer.
Yeah.
There ain't no doubt. I think you're going to see a little bit more, kudos earlier in the game. Detroit will probably do something for them. Maybe put a nice video package together or something.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know they will.
Fucking get out of here.
Last year was a playoff game, though.
When
was
he,
no holds
when
barred.
he retires from a football, come back. We'll do that.
Yeah,
We ain't fucking
But I
doing
think
that
I heard they're
on
supposed to do
Sunday
something
night.
like that.
Yeah,
I
they
thought I seen they were going to
they
do
said
like
they were
a
doing
homage to
something.
him for all the
Yeah.
years. They'll do a little piece for him, and he might get a little misty. But at the end of the day, we got to play a football game, beat them.
Yep.
It's going to be a high scoring game though.
Detroit.
Go with the Detroit Lions.
There you go, Cheat.
You don't say.
Yep.
Jared Goff.
Harley, don't hold back on us now, man. You're torn. I know you are. I can see it. I can see it in your loins.
I like that Pakua.
Yo, the traitor has entered the building.
I'm gonna go
the
with
great
Detroit.
sleuth. The great sleuth.
Going Detroit?
Oh, thank God he picked Detroit. Miguel, don't even say you're going the other way here.
Going LA, Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going to take Detroit the same way. It's going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to predict a score 34-31. It's going to be a shootout.
Oh,
it's going to be
Bates
prime
from
time,
70.
made for TV football. It's going to be one of them games of the week because you got 2 slingers. You got great offenses, great receiving core, solid defenses. 31-21.
Yeah.
I'm going 34.
Can you imagine how
Whatever you gotta
crazy,
pick on a score
how
you're
crazy
feeling.
that crowd's going to be?
I'll
It's gonna
go
be nuts.
31-27.
Miguel.
Lions.
The motherfuckers going to be drinking all day.
I wouldn't be surprised 34-27, something like that.
28-21,
Yeah.
something like that.
Cheech, we'll listen back to this. 30-21. Okay,
30-21.
so we're all talking high scores here.
All right, we got the Lions. So, round it out. Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets going to San Francisco. He's going back home.
San Francisco.
He's got the Niners.
Niners.
I'm going San Fran too.
Wow.
See, now who's copying who now?
Damn you.
I'm going with Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Jets take out 49ers.
Wow. Off the rip.
Damn.
Right off the rip.
Nice.
Damn you.
You got to pay for them four plays, I believe. And I was out. Rodgers walks in smooth with his hat, looks around the stadium with his cool walk, and he takes the 49ers out.
All I can see right now is Bosa just suplexing him.
Bosa.
He just destroyed. It's going to happen. Watch. I'm telling you, man. Who do you got, Mike?
I mean, I hate both teams. I don't want to have to pick a winner, but give me the Jets.
Wow.
Jets.
Wow. Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like the defense is good. You got San Fran with the guys holding out. Trent Williams, Ayuk.
And what do you mean by the guys holding out in San Fran?
Yeah.
Holding out their penises.
Yeah. So I think there's a little turmoil going on in the innards. So
damn you.
You're dealing with Rodgers. You're dealing with Rodgers.
That'd be huge for Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. It'll happen.
Statement game right there.
All right.
I'm back.
Up to you, GMB.
49ers. Taking the 49ers.
All right, 3-2 there. I want to see that game, though. It's
That's gonna be
two
good.
heavyweights going at it for sure.
Game.
So that does it. Good luck, boys. The week 1 picks are in. We hope you enjoyed our NFL kickoff show. As always, email us at fivesoftheweekpodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook, and hit us up on all our social media platforms. Love y'all. Be good.